Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening, learning, and to the Bayah Shetabbadah, the house of David. Amaya Shetat, with men of valor, Las Vegas camp, coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back, you are the true children of Israel that the Bible speaks of. Salvation belongeth unto you, and you alone. First and foremost, starting with the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel, and then the multitude of the men, women, and children who believe upon the testimony, the true names of Yahweh, which means He is, He to be, He exists. Bahashem in the name, Yahweh Shai, meaning He saves, He delivers, He is salvation. Bahashem in the name, Chakwadash, Holy Spirit, or Spirit Holy, which you must have to believe upon the truth and those names of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, to believe upon the full testimony and the doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, having faith, all right, and believing in the testimony that is given, all right, as the breastplate of righteousness, as you see it right there, the shield of faith, and the sword, all right, understanding of the Bible through the scriptures of having the faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, all right, as it is a depiction, all right, as it shows. I have a lesson for you today. Like I always, never have a title, but through the will and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, one be provided unto me through the Spirit, okay? But nevertheless, let's go get into this beautiful lesson, Lord willing, be edifying and uplifting unto the body, as well as I will be pulling up the blue letter on particular verses so we can dig a little bit deeper into the meaning, all right, particular words. Okay, we're going to start here in the book of John. It's going to be the book of John, chapter 21 and verse 15, and it reads, So when they had dined, Yahweh Shai saith to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my lambs. All right, so this is Yahweh Shai talking in the red letter. All right, so this is Yahweh Shai speaking to Simon Peter, the head apostle. All right, and he said, Lovest thou me? Feed my lambs. Verse 16, and it reads, He saith to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep. All right, so here it is. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai said, Feed my lambs and feed my sheep. All right, to his head disciple. Okay, continuing on, verse 17, and he reads, He saith unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter grieved, because he said unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? And he said unto the Lord, Yahweh Shai, Thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahweh Shai saith unto him, Feed my sheep. Okay, so this is Yahweh Shai speaking to his head apostle. He said, Feed my sheep and feed my lambs. Now, the word my, all right, would go back into be a possessive word. So my, as if this is my house, this is my car, this is my woman, this is my shoes, this is my meal, is possessive. And matter of fact, let's go ahead and pull up the definition of my. All right, and we'll pull it up in the Webster's. All right, here it is in the Oxford language. My. And number one, it says, belonging to or associated with the speech. My name is John. All right, informal use, use with a name to reference to a member or speaker's family. my Francis, who top horns in the science fair, top honors in science fair, Salakia, used with a forms of address is affectionate, sympathetic, harmonious, and Salakia, patronizing context. My dear boy, used in various expressions of surprise, my goodness. All right. And just to get, a perfect understanding of the word my, mid-English, English, mine, my, min, all right. My. Various spellings, all right, before vowels. Okay. So we understand the word my.
My.
Okay. Now let's go ahead, go back. Let's go into the blue letter, and we're going to go here at St. John chapter 21, verse 15. Let's go ahead and read it in a couple of different texts. So let's go ahead and read it here in the NIV. And it reads, when they had finished eating, Yahushua said, Simon Peter, son of John, do you love me more than these? Yes, Lord. He said, you know that I love thee. Yahushua said, feed my lambs. All right. So here it is. There's that word my. Okay. If you look throughout the NIV, the NLT, all right. Feed my lambs. All right. So let's just go ahead and let's go ahead into the interlinear. And I'm doing this for a reason. So through the will and power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, it be edifying for the lesson. And we'll move on here in a second. Saith unto him, feed my.
Strong's G 3450. Moo. Thayer's Lexicon. Ego.
Moo, mago. Okay? And it reads, I, me, my, of me. All right? And then let's go ahead into etymology. Me, my, mine. All right? Mine. So we have a perfect understanding what my is. Okay? Let's go back. All right? It's going to be here in the book of Matthew, chapter 10, and verse 5, and it reads, these 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right? Go rather into the lost sheep, into the house of the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Okay? So here it is, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said, feed my lambs, feed my sheep. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into Matthew. And let's look at it in the other Bible, verse 6. And let's look in the NLT. The NLT, and it reads, Matthew chapter 10 and verse 6. It reads, but only to the people of Israel, God's lost sheep. NIV says, go rather to the lost sheep of Israel. Okay. Well, here, let's go back to the book of John, chapter 21, in verse 15 and 16. Verse 16, and it reads, John 21 and 16, he saith unto him again the second time, son of Simon, Salakia, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep. Okay, so let's see exactly the sheep. All right. Get it linear. It's lucky I had forgot to look this up before, so I do apologize. All right.
Strong's G 4263. Prabaton. Prabaton.
Prabaton. It says, any four-footed, tame animal accustomed to graze small cattle, large cattle, horses, most commonly a sheep or a goat, a sheep, and so always in the NT. All right, and we know that the blue letter goes off sometime, but let's go ahead and dig a little bit further. Go to, forward, go on. Okay. Before. All right, as we continue to dig, let's go back. And it's a stepping, walking, that with which one steps, the foot. Okay, so if you were just to go simply in the blue letter, okay, you would be a little bit lost looking for the information. Okay, so let's go back here. Salakia. Back in the book of Matthew, and let's read chapter 10, verse 6 again. It says, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Okay, so as you see, right, and sheep, go into it once again. It says a sheep, and so also in the NT. All right, and I believe that stands for New Testament, if I remember correctly. It says any four-footed tame animal accustomed to grazing small cattle, the large cattle, horse, most commonly a sheep or goat. Okay, so if you took it just for that face value of that right there, okay, let's see exactly what Yahweh Shai said. He said the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Is he talking about a physical lost sheep, an actual animal? All right, let's go and prove that Yahweh Shai yet again is talking about Israel, his nation. So drop down to Matthew chapter 10 and verse 16, right? And it reads, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. All right, as sheep in the midst of wolves. Who did he send forth? Did he just not say in verse 5, right? Matthew chapter 10 and verse 5, same chapter. These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not. Okay? We drop down for those 12 that he had sent. All right? He says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. All right? Let's look this. Again, it says four-footed. Any four-footed tame animal accustomed to grazing small cattle. All right? So how could Yahweh Bashem Yahushai be wrong? All right? He has clearly stated that he has sent you forth as sheep amongst wolves. Okay? And Salakia, I know it's a little much, but I had somebody ask me this. A wolf. Salakia, let me get.
Strong's G 3074. Lucas. Lucas.
Lucas. And it says a wolf. Metav of cruel, greedy, rapicus, Salakia, I mispronounced that, destructive man. So here it is, a wolf can be likened to a man, but a sheep can't be likened to the children of Israel. Okay? A wolf can be likened to a man, but sheep, all right, and let me go ahead and get this first. Go into the etymology. Okay, it says light, bright, brilliant from within, of the garment of an angel, and those exalted, splendor or heavenly state, shining or white garment, worn a festival state, the white garment. Did white, all right. Salakia. Wanted to make sure that I got that, but that's not what we needed. And Salakia is a little all over the place right now. But the main point being, you can liken a man unto a wolf, but you can't liken Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's nation unto sheep. All right? Because in sheep, from sheep, it states nothing of the nation. Okay? But let's go further to prove the point that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is talking about his nation. Okay? Goes here, Matthew chapter 15, and let's get right to the point. Let's go verse 24. This is the book of Matthew chapter 15, verse 24, and it reads, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Yet again, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai mentions Israel, likening them unto what? Sheep, lost sheep. All right, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian, as well as the speckled bird whose father's line goes back. All right, you are lost for not knowing the ways and the laws, statutes, and commandments, and how to live by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's commandment. You are lost for following after heathenistic customs, such as these holidays. All right? Let's go ahead and yet prove it again. Let's go to the Old Testament. All right? I'm going to go here to the book of, let's go to Psalms. 119. Oops, Salakia. 119 and 76. And it reads, I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek thy servant, for I do not forget thy commandments. All right. And matter of fact, let's read up. All right. We're actually going to start here in John. It's lucky I had it lined up in the wrong order. All right. But we're going to start here in John chapter 10 and verse 1. And it reads, Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. Okay? And let's read it in the NLT or the NIV. And it reads, I tell you the truth, anyone who sneak over the wall of a sheepfold rather than go through the gate must surely be a thief or robber. NIV, very, very truly, I tell you, Pharisees, anyone who does not enter the sheep pen by the gate, but climb in by some other way, is a thief and a robber. Okay, so here it is. Yahweh Shem Yahushai says, if you climb into the sheepfold, why did they say a sheepfold? A sheep pen, where he keeps his sheep. Let's continue to read. Verse 2, John 10 and 2, and it reads, But he that enter it by the door in the sheepfold, shepherd of the sheep. All right. But he that enter in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. All right. Shepherd of the sheep. And I'm reading this yet again to stress the importance to understand that Israel in this parable is likened unto sheep. Okay. Continuing on, to him the pottery openeth. All right, and I believe that's door. And let's get that right quick in the interlinear, or in the NIV or NLT, and it reads, the gatekeeper openeth the gate for him, and the sheep recognize his voice. Come to him, he call his own sheep by name and lead them out. All right. So yes, it's a door. So let's read that again. And it reads in the John 10 and 3, it reads, to him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice. All right, that sheep that hear his voice. Who are the sheep that hear his voice? All right, here it goes again. Is it saying sheep? All right, the sheep that hear his voice are who? All right, Israel. But here in the interlinear, all right, it'll tell you the four-legged animal, okay? Or it'll tell you the small cattle, a sheep. But in the parable, right? In the parable right here, continues on, sheep by name, and lead them out. Verse 4, and when he putteth forth his own sheep, all right, his own sheep, yet again, possessive, his own, all right, own is possessive, his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. All right, the sheep know and hear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's voice. Israel, all right, the Lord's elect of the nation of Israel, hear his voice, all right, hear his doctrine, hear his word. Continuing on, verse 5. And a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers. All right? If you cling unto the doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you understand the name, you understand the breakdowns, you understand what Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, what Yahweh has sent his only begotten Son for. You understand the doctrine. You understand that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has a nation and a people. All right? And he has chosen you from the foundation of the earth to be his nation. Okay? Let's jump down to verse 9. Okay? And it reads, I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and open, Slakia, he shall go in and out and find pastures. All right? Find pastures. Sheep graze and where? The pastures. All right? It said four-legged. Okay? But this is parabolic. All right? This is a similitude. Okay? Verse 10, the thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. All right. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai told Peter to feed his sheep, to receive the Ruach Wadash, the Holy Spirit. All right, is to understand this testimony, to understand the breakdowns and understand what Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has set forth for his nation, the elect of his nation, his people. Continuing on, verse 10 and 11, chapter 10 and verse 11, John chapter 10, verse 11, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd gives his life for the sheep. All right? Gives his life for the sheep. The sheep that he is talking about is the sheep of Israel. All right? Going yet to prove again that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is only about the nation of Israel. Why? Let's go here. It's the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 4. Who are Israelites, to who pertaineth the adoption, the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of the power, and the promises, who are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, came who is over all, blessed forever. Amen. Concerning the flesh, all right? Who came in the flesh? Hamashiach, all right? Christ, flesh, Christ came for. Okay? So he came for his nation, the children of Israel. Let's go back to the book of Psalms. All right? And we're going to start at Psalms. Oh, Salakia. Let's start at Psalms. Let's start at 170. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 170. And it reads, My supplication come from before thee. Deliver me according to the word. My lips shall utter praise when thou hast taught me thy statutes. Who has the laws, statutes, and commandments? Who were they given to? All right. Concerning the laws, statutes, and commandments that was given unto the nation of Israel. All right. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, as well as the speckled birds. All right. Let's go Back to Romans right quick. This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of God and the promises. All right? And the promises. Now let's go back to Psalms. Psalms 119 and 171, and it reads, My lips shall utter praise when thou hast taught me thy statutes. Let's look into that word statutes. All right, let's look it up in the NLT first. It reads, may my lips overflow with praise, for you teach me your decrees. All right, let's go here in the interlinear, thy statutes. Okay.
Strong's H 2706. Hulk. Hulk.
Hulk. Hulk. Statutes, ordinance, limits. Something prescribed due. Prescribed task. Okay. Prescribed portion. Act. Acts prescribed for oneself. All right. For one's self. All right. Prescribed. The laws, statutes, and commandments were given unto the nation of Israel, prescribed for oneself. Result, prescribed due, prescribed limits, boundaries. Enactment, decree, ordinance. All right, specific decree, law, law in general. All right, the law in general. All right. Conditions in statutes, decree, civil enactments prescribed by God. Who were they prescribed to? Romans chapter 9, verse 4, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of God and the promises. Let's go ahead and go in the interlinear. Okay. Oh, pertaining doesn't have the information. Okay, well, let's look up definition of pertaining.
Pertain.
Pertain. All right. Pertain. And it reads, as you see, pertaining. All right. And it reads, be appropriate, related, or applicable. All right. Gurn, to present, pertain, participant, principle, law. Okay. Here it is. Law, belong to something as a part. Belong to something as a part, appendage, or accessory. All right. Be in effect or existing in a specific place or a specific time. Pertaining. Okay. Pertaining. Let's go back. Romans. Okay. Romans chapter 9, verse 4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption. All right. Who it was given to, the law. Okay. It pertaineth to the Israelites. Okay. The covenants and the giving of the law, as it says, the service. Let's look up service. Service.
Strong's G 2999. Latraya. Latraya.
Latria. Latria. It says service rendered for hire, any service of ministration, the service of God, the service and worship of God according to the requirements of the Levitical law to perform sacred service, all right, pertaining to the Israelites, all right, to serve for hire, yet again, to serve, to minister to either. Let me, Salakia, forgot that.
Strong's G 3000. Latruo. Latruo.
Latruo, to serve for hire, to serve, minister to either, to the gods or men, and use alike to slaves and freedom. In the NT, to render religious service of uh, homage, to worship, the performance, service, sacred service of office, gift, the worship God in the observance of rites in instituted for his worship, of princes, of priests to office, to discharge the sacrifice offering. All right, the service of God, the laws, statutes, and commandments that pertain to who? The Israelites, the right of the office. All right, now, yet again, let's go back. All right, to Psalms, and then we'll go ahead and close this out after we get done reading Psalms. All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 172, and it reads, my tongue shall speak of thy word, for all thy commandments are righteous. Let thy hand help me, for I have chosen thy precepts. I have longed for thy salvation, O Yahweh, and thy law is my delight. Let my soul live, and it shall praise thee, and let thy judgment help me. I have gone astray like a lost sheep, all right, like a lost sheep, seeking thy servant, Slakia, seeking thy servant, for I do not forget thy commandments. All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is for the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. The service, all right, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai says, I was not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And matter of fact, yet to back another one up, and goes to show, let's go here in the book. Salakia. Amos, let's go chapter 3. Amos chapter 3 and verse 1, and it reads, hear this word that Yahweh hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for your iniquities. All right? We are being punished for the disobedience. The service and the law and the covenant belongeth to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. Okay? Lord willing, this answers the question in this uplifting video. I want to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, To the men, women, and children, listen learning, and to the Bayesha Dabadat, the house of David. Till the next time, Amaya Shatats and Shalom, Kwame Yasharala, Wa Ba Ba Ba. Shalom.